Folks, it's Uncle Drew here, and let me tell why all something I've learned over the years. There's a reason some places stay quiet after midnight. Especially out in the Canadian backroads. Where the roads don't curve, they disappear. Now, this story, it came from a guy who took a job at a little gas station in a town you've probably never heard of. He thought the worst thing he'd deal with was drunks and raccoons. But what he didn't know was something else clocked in every night at 12:01 a.m., and it wasn't human. So buckle in. Turn your lights down. Because this one, it's gonna make you think twice before filling up your tank after dark. Now listen here. I've heard a lot of weird stories over the years. Some make you laugh. Some make you lock your doors at night. This one LL make you quit your job and never step foot in a gas station after dark again. It came from a fella named Tyler, 24 years old, fresh out of school, trying to save some money. He wasn't scared of working the graveyard shift. Matter fact, he kinda liked the quiet. No bosses, no customers, just him, a pot of burnt coffee, and a whole lot of nothing. The station out in Saskatchewan. Middle of nowhere. One dusty road in, no road out. And a big, buzzing light sign that flickered like it was on life support. He said the first week was easy. Boring, sure. But nothing strange. Just locals rollin' in to grab smokes and gas, or the occasional trucker askin for directions that GPS couldn't give. But that second week, that's when the weird started. Tyler was sittin' behind the counter one night, around 12:03 a.m. He remembered the time exactly, cause the clock above the register made this loud tick when it hit the hour. Old thing. Mechanical. Loud enough to hear over the humming freezer. He glanced up from his phone. And there it was. A man. Just standin' in aisle 4. Not walkin'. Not shoppin'. Just standin'. Between the bags of barbecue chips and the rack of windshield wipers. Now Tyler swore he didn't hear the door chime. And that thing was sensitive, it dinged when the wind blew too hard. This guy though didn't make a sound. He was tall. Too tall, maybe. Wearin' an old brown coat, with a hood pulled halfway up. Didn't move. Didn't even flinch. Tyler cleared his throat, tried to sound friendly. Hey, can I help you find something, man? No answer. Just silence. So Tyler stepped around the counter, slowly. Nothing threatening, just cautious. The kinda way you'd approach a wild animal that looked calm, but might snap. He walked halfway down the aisle and said again, "Store's open, bud. If you need anything, I'm up front." Still no reply. Just, the guy. Standin' there. Like he was lookin' at the shelf but not really seein' it. And then the lights above aisle 4 flickered. Not all the store's lights, just that row. Tyler looked up. Fluorescent bulbs twitchin' like they were about to die. He looked back down. And the man was gone. Just like that. No footsteps. No door chime. No movement. Gone. Tyler stood there, frozen, heart poundin' in his throat. He walked to the front, checked the cameras. Aisle 4 empty. Rewound the feed. Played it again. Still nothing. No man. No flickering lights. Just empty shelves and silence. He sat back, trying to laugh it off. Maybe I imagined it, he said to himself. Maybe I'm tired. But the next night, same time. Same aisle. Same man. So Tyler's back for his next shift. And I ain't gonna lie, the boy was spooked. But you know how it is. Bills gotta get paid. Rent don't care if you're scared. And gas stations don't run themselves. He told himself it was just stress. Too much caffeine. Not enough sleep. Maybe even a dream. But deep down he knew he hadn't imagined it. And when the clock hit 12:01 a.m. that second night, he didn't even look up. He just stared at the camera monitor. And sure enough, aisle 4. Same guy. Same coat. Same posture. Still as a statue. This time, Tyler didn't speak. He didn't move. Just watched. But the camera didn't show him. Not even a flicker. The monitor said the aisle was empty, just shelves and shadows. But his eyes, from behind the counter, told a different story. He could see the man. Clear as day. Standing there. Facing him. Like he was waiting. So Tyler did the only thing he could think to do. He grabbed his phone, aimed it toward aisle 4, and snapped a picture. Click. Flash. He looked down. Nothing. The photo was empty. Not even a blur. Not even a shadow. Just empty space. Tyler's hands were shaken. He looked back up. The man was closer now. Still not moving. But definitely closer. 3 steps deeper into the aisle. Tyler stood, heart beating like a drum line. His voice cracked when he called out, "Look, man, whatever this is, cut it out. I'm calling someone." And then, the lights over the entire store went out. Flick. Dark. Complete black. No power. No hum from the coolers. No neon buzz from the sign outside. Just silence. And in that silence, he heard it. Footsteps. Slow. Deliberate. Crunching on those cheap gas station tiles. Coming toward him from aisle 4. 1 step. Pause. 2 steps. Pause. Tyler backed up until he hit the fridge door behind him. He fumbled for his flashlight, the little emergency one he kept under the counter. Click. A narrow beam of light shot out. He aimed it at the aisle. Empty. But the footsteps were still there. Louder now. Faster. Coming toward him. Until they just stopped. Right in front of him. Right in front of the counter. Tyler aimed the flashlight forward. Nothing. But he felt it. Like cold breath. Like static. Like something old, and angry. And just when he thought his heart was gonna burst, the light snapped back on. Everything back to normal. Music playing from the ceiling radio. Buzz of the fridges. Door chime as the wind blew. And aisle 4 empty. Just chips and wiper blades. Tyler didn't sleep that day. He sat in his car, parked behind the station, watching the sun rise and wondering, what the hell comes here every night at 12:01? Because it sure as hell ain't human. And it definitely don't want snacks. Tyler made a decision. 3rd night in a row. Same time. Same aisle. He couldn't keep pretending it was all in his head. Because whatever this thing was, it knew him. It watched him. And now, it was getting bolder. So he came in early. Checked every camera feed. Cleared the shelves in aisle 4. Even brought a friend's hunting flashlight, one of those big, heavy-duty ones that could blind a deer at 50 yards. Midnight rolled around. The store was quiet. The wind outside howled low, like it knew something was coming. And Tyler, he was standing right there in aisle 4. Waiting. 12:01 a.m. Nothing. No chime. No shadow. No code. Just him, and the hum of those cursed lights above. Then the lights flickered again just over him. Just aisle 4. He turned in a slow circle. No one there. But then he felt it. Right behind him. A pressure, like gravity reversed. Like something ancient breathing down his neck. He spun around and shouted, "What do you want?" No response. But the shelf behind him moved. It wasn't much. Just a tremble. A little shake, like something underneath. He looked down. And saw the baseboard had a gap. A small, wooden seam just wide enough to slip fingers under. He dropped to his knees, yanked it back. A hatch. A goddamn hatch. Right under the floor tiles. Hidden beneath the chips and engine oil. He hesitated. But curiosity's a dangerous thing. He opened it. Cold air rushed up. Not like AC cold. Cave cold. Like something untouched by sunlight. Smelled like whetstone and rusted metal. He shined his flashlight down. A narrow, spiraling staircase, going into complete darkness. Now, Tyler wasn't a hero. He wasn't stupid. But he also knew. If he didn't go down there, he'd never sleep again. So he descended. 1 step. 2. Each creaked like it hadn't been touched in decades. The air grew thicker. His breath turned to mist. At the bottom a concrete hallway. Bare bulbs flickering overhead. And at the very end. A door. Steel. Rusty. And slightly ajar. He pushed it open slowly. Inside. A room. Empty. Except for one thing. A chair. And in the chair a man. Same coat. Same hood. But he wasn't standing now. He was slumped forward. Dead still. Tyler inched closer. Then the man's head jerked up. But there was no face. Just a flat, pale skin. No eyes. No nose. No mouth. Yet somehow, Tyler could feel it screaming at him. The flashlight snapped. Glass shattered. Everything went black. He turned and ran. Up the stairs, out the hatch, slammed it shut and threw the shelf back in place. The lights returned. The store hummed back to life. And the clock 12:04 a.m. Only 3 minutes had passed. But it felt like hours. The next morning, Tyler quit. Left the keys on the counter. Didn't he even take his last paycheck? He said he didn't care about the money. Didn't he care about what it was? He just knew one thing, whatever's under aisle 4. It's been there a long, long time. And every night after midnight, it remembers how to climb the stairs.